Hello, hello, hello. Amazing. Lockdown Live, our series of talks with people in the community about how they're dealing with lockdown, how the music's going, the creative process, etc. And today I'm joined by the wonderful Bklava. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Just weathering the storm.
Exactly, like everyone, getting through it as best we can.
Yeah, exactly. How's lockdown been going for you?
It's been all right. I think the first couple of weeks, I genuinely thought, oh, it's going to be fine. It's a bit of a breeze. I like all the time that I never said that I never had. I finally had. So I was like, right, everything I've ever wanted to do that I haven't been able to, it's the time to do it now. But I think now I'm sick of it. I'm ready to get out. It's been good for like the creative process. I've still been able to get a lot of work done, and I've still been able to produce new tunes. But yeah, it's definitely getting tedious now, I think, for me.
It's interesting, isn't it? Like you're so right. The first few weeks, you're like, okay, this is really good. I've got actually time to reflect and feel good and
Yeah.
like get myself into a routine. And then suddenly you're like, oh, I really need to go out. What? I need to hug people.
See people.
What's the thing you're missing the most?
Oh, the club.
I miss the club.
Dancing. Like I can dance like in my room. I just like I've been doing like tutorials and stuff because I love dancing. I'm a dancer as well, but it's not the same. Like I need like to bounce off people, and even like doing mixes at home, like it's fun, but in the club it's just like a different atmosphere. So I definitely miss just that more than anything. But yeah.
It's so true, isn't it? I mean, so where are you spending lockdown? What space are you in?
I'm in Brighton.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good here. At least I get to go to the beach. If I'm bored or I need like a little break for an hour, then it's nice to go just like walk along, do my like bit of exercise, come back. So I can't complain really.
No, not at all. And like you said, you have actually been able to be creative, which is amazing because a lot of people are finding it quite difficult. How are you sort of getting into your creative flow, and have you got like a morning routine or how's it going?
I haven't got a routine. I'm definitely like a bit sporadic how I do things. It just kind of like depends. Like there'll be like a day where, like especially now, I'll like just sit with my notebook and my laptop trying to write and nothing will happen. I'll just let myself give up and be like, look, I've been trying this for 2 hours now. I'll try again in an hour. If not, that's me for the day. And then the next day I'll have like loads of ideas and I'll just be, writing, creating for hours. But if I get really stuck, I'll literally just go for a walk around, like sit in the park or sit on a bench for a bit and try and write. And then once I start getting more ideas, I'll come back and jot it all down. So yeah, going for a walk always helps me. Definitely.
Oh, it's so important to get out sometimes. And have you noticed, like, when I go to the studio sometimes, if I do anything in the morning, like loads of emails or kind of get a little bit distracted, I find it quite hard to create. Like, do you find you have your sort of, all right, today I'm not going to do any emails, I'm just going to get straight in. Does that help for you? Or
yeah, definitely. I think I definitely work a lot better in the day with creating, which is quite unusual for a lot of people, because I know when I collab, like everyone loves to like go into the studio in the evenings and do it then. But like, yeah, in the day, I'll set myself a time frame. I'll be like, right from, I don't know, like 10 till 3, I'll just spend that time trying to create something new or work on something I've already started on. Yeah, I mean, I won't always be like religious with that time frame, but I won't always start when I say I will. But if I set myself that goal, then normally, if I'm like really into what I'm doing, I can turn it over quickly, and I'll be like happy with it.
Yeah, I was chatting yesterday to Cassian and they're like, it's really important to just go, that's not working, I'm going to move on to the next thing and then see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you started any other creative projects, like a bit of painting or any other bits?
I've just gotten really back into baking and and cooking, because I don't really enjoy cooking, to be honest. But I've definitely gotten back into it and just finding new recipes. But baking is definitely, yeah, taken over at the moment.
What have you been baking? What have you been cooking?
What did I make? I made a Terry's chocolate orange cake, which was amazing.
That's my favourite chocolate ever.
Same. And Snickers is also the best. And what else have I made? I've just made chocolate orange cookies. Just all chocolate orange. Raspberry and white chocolate.
I need these recipes. Can you drop them in later?
I will. I was thinking about doing like little videos for just to put some little recipes in there, because I think everyone's making banana bread, which is fun, but I've actually not done that yet.
You're the second person to mention that. Someone else was like, obviously banana bread. Everyone's making banana bread.
I know, it's become like lockdown phenomenon.
Do you make Lebanese food? My brother's obsessed with Lebanese food. I feel like you must.
Yes, I'm actually going to do a feast very soon, because it's been a while. I think the last time I made because it's quite a long process. I think if you want to make like a big meal, you've got to start like really early in the day. My nan used to like get up at 4 a.m, and if we'd come round, like big family dinner would like just be all day until 6 p.m, and then she'd serve it. So I spent all day doing that, like 12 hours. But yeah, I will. I'm gonna make like tabbouleh, which I've made before, and have like just little mezze, like loads of little dishes that you just put together.
I think you're going to get people knocking on your door after this. Terry's chocolate orange.
I'm saying this like I'm the best chef in the world, but I'm really not.
I'm excited. And speaking of your nan, you were saying on Insta stories today, I saw just like, encouraging people to get in contact with people they love and like reach out. And have you been doing that quite a lot? Are you finding you're connecting with people a lot on?
Yeah, I spoke to my nan for about half an hour today. So she's lonely, bless her. But I think quite a lot of elderly people are at the moment, especially. I think they feel more, like they feel like they can't go out more than anyone. But yeah, I have been good at getting in contact with people, but I could be better, I think. I do chat to my friends, when I can, catch in with my family when I can, but I think everyone's just in this headspace. I don't know, like everyone's not talking as often as they might, even though we've got like more time, I guess, to do so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just a weird time. It's quite hard for everyone, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, it is hard. Is she listening to your music in ISO?
Has what?
Is your nan listening to your music in ISO?
She's so bad with technology. She asked me today when my song was coming out, but I told her it has already come out, and she has no way of listening to it. So she did listen to my first ever song that came out in October last year. My aunt was with her and she showed her, because it was premiered on Radio 1 Extra with DJ Target, and she heard it then, and there's like a video of her like holding like a little Minnie Mouse doll for my cousin. And she's just sitting there like having a little dance. So yeah, she's heard me.
That's cute. I love that. And yeah, you dropped your latest track last week, didn't you? Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, it's called Take Time, and I wrote it last year. It was about wanting to get into. I'd been single for quite a while, like 2 years, and I was kind of like ready for something new, but the person that I was seeing was not, basically. So I kind of just wrote it about that time. I was just like, we don't have to stress. It's easy. Just take time, go slow, and yeah, I'm quite a big believer of like writing songs that I guess have like, it's like quite a negative like aura around the song, but to kind of make it like feel more upbeat and happy, because yeah, I really want, even though it's like a dancey song, to still have like some meaning and to connect with someone in some way. So yeah, I really love to take time. I worked on that with my friend Jay Hudson, who also produced Got It Good, which came out in February. So yeah, it was easy. It's easy working with him. So that was
nice. Yeah, I was reading about that, and I was going to ask you actually. Are you able to collaborate in lockdown? How's that sort of process been going?
Yeah, it's actually been fine. But I will say, I think because everyone's got a weird, not creative block, but like everyone's just not as in the headspace as they normally are. That's one thing that I'm finding collaborating with people is becoming a little bit harder, with just kind of connecting with the same idea. I think when you're in the studio with someone, it's really easy and you're kind of bouncing off of each other. But lockdown, you can't really do that. I've tried like Zoom studio sessions.
Yeah.
It's been okay, but it's not always the right thing. So it's been all right, but it's definitely way better just in person.
Yes,
so I'm
totally
excited to get out and just do it again.
I know, because I was reading that article about you and making that track, and just how when you're in the studio with someone, that energy changes everything, because you can easily be like, oh, this isn't working, but then when it is, you're really vibing off each other, and that really helps. So
yeah, definitely it makes such a difference.
Have you had people hit you up about doing more collaborations and stuff while you've been, because people assume we've got loads more time, but I swear I'm really busy all of a sudden.
Yeah, actually not really, like a few, but no, I wouldn't say so. I mean, yeah, I do know what you mean. People do expect you to have more time now, but that's definitely not the case. There's definitely like a lot of things to be done regardless of lockdown. But yeah, I've still got a lot of projects that I'm working on in the meantime, so I've got that to keep me busy, which is good. And then most of them are collabs, to be honest. So yeah, it works.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I was going to ask how your creative process has actually adapted over sort of like the last couple of months. You know, I've been finding it, I've only got like a few pieces of kit now instead of a whole studio. Like,
yeah,
what's changed? What's changed for you?
I've got just a very basic setup. I can't even call it a home studio. Like most of the time, I'm trying to like get in the, like I've got my little corner where I've got just like my mic, my MIDI keyboard, my sound card, and that's it. And sometimes if I'm really just feeling uninspired, I'll take everything to my like bed and just do it from there. Just try and just get more cozy. But yeah, it's okay. It's just a lot harder to make everything sound as good as it would in a professional studio. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. I think the stuff that I've been turning over is still like with loads of editing has turned out, you know, good enough to release. So yeah, it's been okay, but just a lot harder to work on.
Totally, it's so much harder. And also when you're in headphones as well, I feel like sometimes your ears get a bit more tired than if you've got like
definitely
the energy around you.
Exactly.
What kind of pieces of kit do you miss from like the whole studio setup?
Just the speakers, just good quality speakers, because I just have my little, I've got Rockets, but they're, you know, just when you're in the studio and you've put the whole tune together and it's kind of finished, and you just blast it, and it's like the end of your session, and it's like, oh, this is what we've done today. You feel so proud. It's like, can't have that moment really indoors. I don't think.
Know. Isn't it so funny? Like sometimes you take for granted how important other people's energy is.
Yeah, definitely. Because normally, like, if I'm in a studio with someone and we finish the tune and we have that moment, like we normally have like a bit of a dance around and we're like, woo, we finished, we did this. And now I'm just on my own, like, yay.
This is really great, guys. I really want to, and you're trying to like text people and they're like, I've got 17,000 texts today, I can't listen to anything more.
Yeah.
And how are you, like, you know, obviously you've been, is it Jay Hudson?
Yeah,
you've been producing a lot, making music a lot with him. Like, how did you guys meet?
I had worked on Got It Good with a friend of mine previously, chemo, and then I think what we just had, I had the a cappella, but it hadn't I wasn't sure I wanted to actually do anything with that song. And I think I left it for a bit, and basically found Jay through my management and sent it over to him. Like, he just had like the a cappella. I didn't have anything that we had before, and he basically just turned over everything very quickly,
and you were like,
and he just got the vibe down. I hadn't even met him yet, and we like spoke virtually, like over the phone and everything. I was just like, this is my tune, like, let me see what you can do. And then after that, I met him. I played the track live for the first time. I did a gig, where was it? It was what's it called? I can't remember the venue's name now, but it was in Hackney last summer, and it was with Keep Harsh, and it was a Kiwi night as well. And I sung it live there for the first time, and he came, and yeah, we both after that were like, yeah, it's gonna do well.
yes.
It was just before it had been released, obviously, because it got released only in February. But yeah, no, we work well together, so it's good.
Nice. And do you keep up to date with like new producers or producers that you might want to work with? Like, are you looking for other people? How do you do it? Are you like, nah, Jay's my man?
Yeah, I don't know. I think at the moment I've just been sticking to, like, I guess, like, who I know and everything. But like, if someone came to me with an idea that I hadn't worked with before, but I was really into the idea, then obviously, yeah, I'd be down. I think it always just depends on the song for me. Like, if obviously it helps if I know you already, because I can vibe off you better and everything. But yeah, if I don't know you and you've got something great, then I'm never going to say no. I'll always be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's nice because a lot of people watching these interviews are really interested in, how they might get advice about, approaching labels and how you got your music out there. How did you go about labels for the first time? Did you have a big list? What was your process?
I've always had like I guess top 10 people that I'd love to work with, but like, would I ever be able to work with? Not sure. And I remember when I think it's like when I first met my management, they were just like, give me this list, like, let's see what we can do with this list. And I can't say too much, but there's like one person on there that I've been like so excited to work with, and I think like it's finally happening, so I'm very excited about that. Will happen soon, I'm sure. But yeah, that list is still ongoing, so for now I've just been working with the people that I've just had. I've only worked with 3 people so far, because really I'm still in my early days of like actually releasing music. My first song only came out in October 2019. So
God, that's not that long ago at all, but I feel like so much has happened.
Yeah, so I'm sure like the further I grow, hopefully I'll get to collab with more people. So I'm excited to see what the future holds, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot has changed since October, which is crazy. Like, I was on tour in Australia January to March, and in that period I feel like everything changed. And as everything, as an artist that's releasing lots of stuff, from October to now, it's been super exciting, but obviously a lot must have changed with sort of promo timelines and what you think you want to do about getting your stuff out there. How, as an artist, have you sort of adapted and changed those things?
I guess it's just keeping everything very, I don't know, just upping social media, keeping everything very virtual, and just still staying connected with like your audience, because everyone's just like looking for something to do, because it's not easy for everyone to keep busy in these times. So I guess staying connected with everyone and just like letting everyone know what you're doing, so that they're just always engaged and like they know when something new is coming for you and everything. So I feel like I haven't been affected too much by lockdown in regards to streams or releases or anything like that just yet. But a lot of my peers have said the same thing, really. So it's been okay. It's actually been quite good. It's just different. It's just, yeah, everyone's just had to adapt, but I don't think it's been negative just yet.
That's good, you know, so I hope it stays the same.
I know.
Because a lot of people I've spoken to have been like, oh, you know, it's if I was just a DJ, I would be really struggling right now. And they're really focusing on streaming and, you know, maybe moving their music into, I mean, yours is definitely a streaming, you know, a few tracks, and they've been focusing more on, okay, I need to up my streams now. Like, has that been something you've been thinking about, or?
Yeah, definitely. I think like most of the people that I like, who are my peers that I speak to or that I'm connected with, yeah, they're DJs, but they all produce as well. And that's definitely like a perk that, you know, I have too. And I sing as well, so I can just always be occupied in that sense. But no, Take Time came out last Wednesday, and to be honest, it's doing better than the song that I released before, Through the Night. So yeah, it's been good for me.
Yay, that's amazing. What do you think changed? But, you know, what do you think you put a little bit more energy into, like the promotion side of things, and got yourself out on social media more?
Yeah, I think definitely that always helps. And also just all the streaming platforms that are just putting them onto playlists, that's the big that's when I can see like the big difference, to be honest. Because someone who might not have heard of me has got like a playlist with someone, you know, with like 1 million streams, and then they'll find me on there, and that's the difference that I've noticed, definitely. But at the beginning, I mean, it's just grown very quickly from October till now. So for I guess still a new artist, I'm happy with where I am. I can't complain.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's going super well. And as a DJ, have you been watching some live streams? Have you been staying away from them? What are your thoughts on the big influx of live streams?
Yeah, I've been watching quite a few, to be honest. One that I really enjoy is like Addison Groove. I think he must do a live. He's definitely taken over like my live stream feed anyway, because I think he does one like every day. And I've liked him for quite a while, but he just plays like a big range of music, and he's just doing it from like his home. Like, it's not connected to radio or anything. He's just he's just got the decks out, and like I saw one yesterday. I think he was like playing outside in his garden. It was very vibey. I'm into it. So yeah, but there's who else have I been watching? I know Rinse are doing one like every Saturday. I did do one on radio for them as well, Saturday just gone. That was fun. So yeah, I'm still watching everyone. It's fun. It's good to see everyone still like enjoying themselves and pretending like they're in the club. Like, everyone's still got like their flashing lights on when they're DJing. I'm into it.
Yeah, I was chatting yesterday about this because we were talking about the future of the industry and, you know, what changes you think are going to sort of stay. For example, yesterday, one of the guys from Cassian was saying, which I thought was so interesting, they're working on ticketing live streams and, you know, paying to watch those things if we stay in lockdown for longer, but also that carrying forward to our scene, you know, for the future. Do you feel like that's something that's feasible, and what kind of changes do you think are going to sort of stick around?
That doesn't surprise me. I think it's feasible, because obviously I can't remember what other articles I've read, but the one I read was the NME article, just basically stating that we're not going to have any live gigs or concerts or anything until probably 2021. Some have even saying it's after. So from now until we can actually, you know, be in the same space and actually like listen to music together again, then online virtual gigs, I guess, is like going to be the way forward. It has to happen, otherwise I don't know what's everyone going to do for the next year or 2 years. I mean, there's other ways around it, but that's quite, you know, a big thing people are missing out on as artists now. Especially, as you said before, like people who are just like strictly DJs, that's hard. Yeah, definitely. When, you know, a lot of your career is to do with a live performance, it's definitely tricky. But it's nice to see people. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but like people like turning over videos in this time. Everyone's kind of doing like a basic home video setup. I can only think of one now, but it's the new Kiana Lede song of Ari Lennox, and they literally just did like a FaceTime call, and that's like her new video, and everyone's just doing like, you know, things like that because there's not really much else you can do right now. But it's nice to see.
Yeah, totally. And you know, sometimes you're like, do we really need to spend all this money because everyone seems to be doing this now?
I know, and there's like some great videos out there that you know, someone's just filmed like in their bedroom. I can't remember what Georgia Smith song it is, but she did like a video like that where she just like filmed herself on her iPhone, and that was a big hit. So
that's all you need. It's all about the songs and just a nice personality, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that.
And what do you reckon will change, like in terms of lineups? There's been some interesting opinions on those things.
What will change?
Yeah, you know, like some people have said they think that even the middle tier of DJs will really suffer and maybe not be able to carry forward this career because, you know, they're the ones that weren't getting as many fees, you know, won't be getting many gigs. Upper tier artists will have a lot of money behind them. And then really what will happen is, you know, the bedroom DJs now will have a chance to shine and bubble up. And like a whole new...
No, I get that. I mean, because there's a lot of sort of fundraisers, even on streaming platforms. I know on Bandcamp they're like waiving the fees every week. I guess things like that will probably stay in place because I think it'll definitely be harder for new emerging artists, I imagine. But also, I don't know, because there are things changing to sort of adapt to the time we're in now, which aren't going to make it worse, are going to make it better for people, I guess. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's still so early.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Even though it feels like forever.
How much longer do you reckon you're going to last?
A week. I want out. No, I can probably go like another few weeks, month, but I think we're looking at a bit longer than that. So
yeah,
you'll see me in 3 weeks and I'll just be like, help.
I need to get her out, get her some Lebanese food and Terry's chocolate orange.
Yes. That'll be me. I'll be happy.
Oh, and we were chatting a little bit before the interview about you know, some tracks that have been played a lot in isolation and inspirational tracks that have shaped your sound. I'm actually gonna play one of them now.
Stick it on.
Get on it. Now, should we do the inspirational one first, or should we do the one that's most inspirational to you first or last?
I don't know. Save it till last. Yeah,
let's save it till last. All right, cool. So I'm going to go for the first one that's been one that you've played a lot in isolation. Just bear with me. Oh, it's actually, I don't know if we can hear it because it's on Zoom, not on
I'm just going to imagine that I can hear it.
There'll be an echo. Hold on. If I do this.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
But I think there's going to be too much of an echo. Damn it, we can't listen to it. Basically, whoever's watching on Zoom can hear the amazing tune, but actually if we do it on Insta as well, then there's going to be an echo. I was really excited to play them because they're so good. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what the tunes were?
Yeah, so one of them was Think About You, Tiana Major, 9. She's great. I love her. And it's like kind of like reggae inspired track, and it's just very like feel good. It's definitely like if you're feeling bad in the morning, stick it on. It's like good to like get you out of bed, wake you up. Very like chill, summery vibes. So I'm into it.
Yeah, nice.
And the other one is the newest India Jordan track, For You. I'm a big fan of India Jordan. I think she's really great. I've seen her live a few times, and she's always like, you know, got the right vibe. Like it's just like happy, like rave music. But yeah, that track is really, I think it's her best one yet. I'm into.
Nice. Yeah, because a lot of people we've been chatting to have been saying, oh, I'm not really listening to that much electronic music in isolation because I'm sort of giving myself a rest. Like, do you find yourself doing?
Oh, um, not really. I always listen to quite a wide sort of string of music. Especially like I'm still doing mixes and radio shows here, so I feel like I'm doing more radio shows. So I'm always wanting to play a bit of everything, because if I'm always playing the same kind of thing, I'll get really bored. So I've got like a breakfast show that I do on a Monday and Friday, and I'm normally playing kind of like neo soul jazz stuff, and then when I hit the evening, I'm playing like electronic, club, rave, house, garage, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so, perfect, mixing it up.
Yeah, it's good. It means I'm always like still listening and to new music, and you know, still trying to like keep up with like what's new. And there's actually loads of good music at the moment.
I feel like people are putting some really good stuff out at the moment.
Yeah, really good. So it's definitely like not one to sleep on. So yeah, it's good. I'm happy.
I cannot wait to hear these tunes on actual club speakers.
Yeah. Pump them out.
They were saving all the good ones up. And then I asked you about a track that was really inspirational, but obviously that's quite a hard question.
Yeah.
So I really want to play it, but we can't.
I know.
But tell us what your your happy song is.
Randy Crawford, Street Life. It's the best. It's literally like one of the only songs. That's it. Da, 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 da. Street life.
Man, I'm so sad.
Yeah. No, it's so good. It's one of the only songs where like if I'm really, really feeling bad and I'm like, that's it, nothing's gonna make me better, I'll stick that song on. I'm like, okay, I'm all right. I'm good. Oh, it's good. It's a good one to do.
Randy's got me through.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh my god, it's such a good song. Like, I'm gonna put that on in the morning now, and I'm gonna text you like, this has sorted me right out.
I know. Not enough people know about it. I was quite surprised when I tell people what my favourite song is, and they're just like, what's that?
I really like that though. It's the fact that what song actually makes you super happy, because I was telling you mine was Curtis Mayfield, and
yeah,
you know,
really great tune.
Yeah, and everyone's got their oh, I could do this all day. Should we just listen to happy songs for the rest of the interview?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So shame we couldn't listen to those, but what have you got sort of coming up? I know you just released your track, but what do the sort of next couple of months look like for you?
I've got a few more releases lined up. Ooh. I've got a bonus track coming out next week, actually, on the 15th, which is going to be like kind of like the other side of Take Time. It's going to be called Slow Down, so it's a bit of a theme.
Perfect for ISO.
I know. Like all the time you want. But yeah, I worked on that with Hamdi. He's only young, I think he's like 21, but he's a Brighton boy as well. So yeah, that was bliss working with him. He's a great guy, so lovely, and I'm excited for that track. It's a bit moodier in comparison to Take Time, but yeah, it's definitely one to like get into your feels. So I'm excited.
Nice. And how are you gonna drop that? Have you got any premieres, or what's the plan?
Have I got a plan? No, not really. I'm just gonna do roll with it, shout about it leading up to it on all my socials, and then it will be on all streaming platforms as well. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, get streaming, support every artist you can, because we're all having a tough time over here.
I know. It's something to look forward to. Like, I'm just happy that I'm still releasing music in this time, because I need those little bursts of like joy and happiness. That's why I get so excited when I order things online as well. I'm just like, oh, something came in the post.
I know, right? The little things, but hopefully this is going to carry forward like generally in society, as sort of maybe not over consuming as much and appreciating a little bit more potentially.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. I think that's what you asked earlier, but like I think people I might be wrong here, because I know in some like countries and other cases this isn't happening, but in my bubble here in Brighton, people seem nicer and like friendlier. I think everyone's just got this mutual understanding that everyone's going through this weird time. Please don't be mean to me, because I feel the same way you do. So I don't know, everyone's just chatting to each other in the street a bit more, I'm finding. So I hope that stays.
Me too.
That's
I
nice.
hope that yeah, exactly. Let's be nice to each other and keep creating. It's been really nice to chat to you.
Yes, and you. It's been nice.
Yeah, lovely to meet you, and I look forward to hearing your single.
Thank you.
Next week. I'll see you later.
Bye.